Today, I want to talk about what I believe should be your first step before paying your debt or cleaning up your credit. My name is Jay, and welcome to Ask a Debt Collector. I've been in the debt collection industry for over 15 years. During that time span, I've done it all, from skip tracing to collecting to working in the legal department and management. Lastly, I've owned 2 debt collection agencies over the course of that time. During the last 8 years, I've been the go-to guy for friends and family for questions about debt. Now, I want to be the go-to guy for you. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment. I promise you I'll answer those questions. Let's go. The New Year's is just passed. A lot of times I think a good New Year's resolution would be to clean up your credit. The problem is, and this happened with me on so many years back in like 2008, 2009, the problem is before actually starting cleaning your credit, depending on how bad your credit was, if it was as bad as mine, it can seem like forever. It could seem like it's something that'll never get done or nothing will ever happen. So what happens is just like with working out or anything like those with your New Year's resolution, what happens? First month, second month, you're probably all into it. By the third and fourth month, it becomes too much. You allow other things to, subside and take over that. And next thing you know, your credit is probably still bad. You still owe a bunch of debt and you haven't made any commitment to pay the debt in general. So what I recommend you do is find, before you do anything, before you start trying to pay off your debt or figuring out your debt, you find your why. And the reason why that is so important is because when times do get tough, the clearer your why is with regards to why you want to pay off your debt and clean up your credit, it'll help you get through those tough times when stuff doesn't seem to be working, because you understand your why. So before doing anything, I think it's very clear you understand your why. What do I mean by that? What that means is basically sit down. I would grab a pen and a paper, grab a piece of paper, or if you would prefer to put it in your phone, and write down, why is it that you want to pay off your debt and clean up your credit? Number one. And so for some people it could be, I want to buy a house. Okay, that's a why. But I like to typically take it into layers. So that's the first layer. I want to buy a home. What's the second layer? Why do you want to buy a home? Well, I want to buy a home because I want, a bigger place for my family to live in. Okay, why do you want a bigger place for your family to live in? Okay, because I want, to have an asset. Okay, why do you want an asset? Because I want to have something to pass along to my kids and start creating generational wealth. Okay, and so then when you start breaking that down and you get to, okay, I want to have generational wealth. I want to, leave a house and a legacy for my kids' kids. Then it breaks it down a lot more. And so then when, after that 2-month time or 3-month time where you're trying to clean up your credit, because depending on how messed up your credit is, it's going to take some time. Then when, you get towards that tough time or that tough situation, you'll understand and it'll help you keep going. So the clearer your why is before you get started with anything, the better the circumstance will be. So I say, you start off with your why and you question why that is in tears, all the way down to a point where you can't really break it down anymore. And then you'll have your complete why, and then you can start doing what it is that you need to do as far as cleaning your credit. That's the step one. I'm going to break down the steps to you with regards to what you should do. Step one being figure out your why. Thank you guys for listening. If you find this of any value, please share with friends and family. Like and subscribe if you like this information. I have other videos that are on my YouTube channel explaining things about debt and so forth. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. I promise you I'll answer them. And as always, be great.